All right, and already I'm right back at it in a new NA Dota Elite League 2 season game. Unfortunately, this game looks like it is not ticketed. That is a drag, but it's okay because I'm still here. I'm still going to cast it. Why not? I'm sorry that the item drops won't be enabled this game. A very eager set of players opted to not get the game hosted. So that's a real drag, but it's okay. We're just going to go ahead and proceed to move on as intended. And Elder Titan Pugna banned out first. No surprise there. Stay Free making an appearance. I believe it's just Chance playing the captain's role. Sporting the Stay Free logo for his team. I know, I was thinking the same thing. I don't know if Hopelessly Teamless is Demon. I'm going to look over the players here. Enimita, Caps, Mdapi, Demise, Fact, Banana, Bleak, Peter Pandam, and Pandago. So no Demon, but Peter Pan's in there somewhere. You know, they're all sporting these aliases that, you know, I just don't know. I can't keep up with the aliases sometimes, unfortunately. So, unfortunately, you're just going to have to see me call them out by their...
New game hosted.
Oh, dang, I keep hitting the wrong button.
5 seconds remaining.
My bad.
Reserve time.
Alright. Anyways, as the bans have progressed, no surprise there, Lich and Abaddon. What does that leave out? Visage? Naga? Will we see them next? Very likely. So while I do appreciate the NEL Elite League and all their new diverse picks they pick up at times, you can certainly expect a lot of the same picks over and over again as well, especially earlier in the draft. Clockwork Visage. What's the over-under that one's going to be picked? I don't know. Maybe a strong 75%. But briefly looking over some of the players in this game. Some familiar names. Gandapi from last game, as well as Caps Deuce Moo. Pandago back once again. I swear that guy plays the most games ever. Quick Death Prophet pickup. Always Pandago and Death Prophet together. Whether they play, whether Pandago plays Death Prophet or not, he's just always in that team. Timbersaw and Venomancer. I love seeing Timbersaw. He's fun to cast. He's very mobile. He makes shit happen, and he's just quite the crowd pleaser. There goes the Venomancer, and there goes the Clockwork. Both sneaking their way past the early banning phase and making a reappearance in this game. Clockwork, great, notorious for excellent initiation and pick-off ability. Excellent in the off lane as well. Venomancer with those new wards and the Poison Sting. Excellent pushing power. Long range slow and damage as well. It's just a tremendous pickup to get and very viable now in the 6.79 patch. Life Stealer and Nyx Assassin banned out. Interesting enough, Nyx Assassin, I tend to think that a lot of players don't like to deal with the easy roaming ability and the pick-off power of the Nyx Assassin.
10 seconds remaining.
Plus can really shut down the likes of a Death Prophet, and they opt to get rid of the Obsidian Destroyer as well. They're looking into investing in a decent mid-lane game for the Death Prophet, and like last time, they picked the Death Prophet early, and they got rid of a lot of the mid-game threat. They banned out, I believe, a Shadow Fiend, or they could also decide to ban out the Storm Spirit next. They just want to make sure they have an easier time with the mid lane. Juggernaut banned out by Stay Free side on the Dire. Interesting enough. I guess more of a respect ban.
Remaining.
And is able to quickly finish off the squishies of the team, including Venomancer.
Reserve time.
Pretty sure Demon is hopelessly teamless. The only reason I don't think it's Demon is because typically in the IXDL chat where the players are, they have the same name all the time. And I believe Demon is known as J-Hood on the IXDL. And he wasn't listed unless he's the game host, which that is a possibility actually. Nope. Emiya, Caps. Gandapi Demise. Yep. Yeah. No, he is in this. Sorry, you're right.
10
You're
seconds
absolutely right. J
remaining.
Hood is in it. I'm sorry, I didn't see him. He was the very last name on the list. So okay, good. That makes
5
things easier.
seconds remaining.
Hopelessly teamless is Demon. Former Dignitas.
Reserve time.
Former EG. Former Take 5. Former 24 Fitness. Demon. Reports are out that Steam is down. So don't disconnect from the game, hopefully. Crystal Maiden quickly picked up. No surprise there. The new Queen of Support, Crystal Maiden, with the ever so popular Midas build. Her global mana regen is only going to synergize very nicely with Death Prophet and Clockwork. So no surprise that she's going to be a very good, solid choice for the Radiant team.
Luna. Radiant team pick.
Drops enabled, it's true. I'm sorry I didn't change the title for this particular game, but drops will not work this game. Unfortunately, they didn't get a ticketed host to host this particular game, even though I'm ticketed in the caster spot. It doesn't look like drops will happen this game, and your best option is you can watch just on Twitch here and hope that some sort of item would materialize in your inventory, but that will not be the case. Luna picked up. Great new late gamer. Love those glaives. Bouncing back and forth. Doing havoc. You know, great Eclipse. Level 6. Will we see her in the top safe lane? Most likely. She could be accompanied by a Rubik and a Vendomancer with the off-lane Timbersaw and maybe a mysterious mid-gamer. Maybe a Storm Spirit?
10 seconds.
That'd be pretty fancy. Ban out the Visage. How did Visage make it so far in this draft to just now be banned? That's crazy. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, what are they going to look for? Probably a little more late game. They can always use more late game or support. I mean, they have a lot of options open to them. The Mirana could take up that heavy number 1 role, and Prophet could just try to lay waste when it becomes that more pushing mid-tier game. And, of course, the pick-off power of a Clockwork Cog Wall will land an easy Sacred Arrow and Frostbite as well. So, I mean, hey, they can go dirty and get that Shadow Demon back in here. We'll see about that. But they will ban out that Storm Spirit. So no Storm Spirit will be allowed, just like last game. They're going to get rid of the Obsidian Destroyer and Storm Spirit. But here we go, mid lane. Bat Rider's in there. I know every once in a while Demon likes to play the Bat Rider. Why not, right? If you don't already know, you can watch... No, I can't. I can't talk to like Dota TV because it's only on Twitch. I was gonna say everyone out there can watch me here at Twitch, but if you are watching on Twitch, hit that follow. I can use all the help I can get. You know, I take everything people say not seriously, but I do welcome any sort of critiques or anything. Happy to hear from the people what they want to hear when they're enjoying Dota. When you're in the mode and you're enjoying Dota, do you want someone to come up and whisper in your ear and tell you sweet little nothings? Oh, congratulations, Luna, on that Eclipse. Really waiting out the clock. Here we go. What the hell is this? Treon Protector, back from the dead. Former top banning choice in 6.78 is back once more. And 6.79 ever since his strong nerf, where his living armor takes fucking forever to cast. Wow, I used to love and enjoy Treon Protector. A lot of people hate him, and they're very happy to see him not played anyways. Those are a lot of the mid players, you know. Mid players tend to be really frustrated when they have to go against the likes of a Treon because it just makes their game so much harder. It allows you to be more aggressive in the lane and not get punished too hard from it. And look at that, Dusa, representing the Enchantress. Very nice. So this will be quite an interesting game. A lot of jungle lovers. The tree friends of Enchantress and Treon Protector going against together once more. Alright, game is paused, so we can take our sweet time. Pretty obligatory pause, as we see very usual in the NEL. I'm going to take this moment to introduce the teams. And I think I'm going to do it in the voice of an old man. Let's do it. Ready? Representing the Dusa, Enchantress. On caps is going to be playing the Mirana, Pandago sporting Crystal Maiden, as well as Moo on Death Prophet. And finishing things off, Mr. Bracket minus NWWD, if carry, is playing the Clockwork. So not really a carry this time. On the dire side, Gundapi is representing the Timbersaw. Chance is playing the Treant Protector that we don't get to see very often, but he's back and we welcome him with open leafy arms. Gable is going to be playing the Rubik. Rubik has pretty much been in every game I've casted this evening, and Supreme is playing the Luna, as well as Homelessly Teamless, aka Demon. He is right now on the Venomancer. The game is paused once more, and we'll see if it's remade or what is happening. The Moonlight Sisters. What is that? Mirana and Luna. We love the moon. Isn't there something about women and the full moon and them having like their periods or some shit though? I believe that's the truth, right? I don't mean to get really vulgar right there, but I thought it was something like the woman is at her worst when it's a full moon. I don't know. Like they're the most grouchy, they have cramps, they want to go and fight mythical creatures riding upon crazy Black Panther steeds holding glaives. Bears. Alright, slow pause out. Very slow pause out. What is taking so long? KotlGuy is waiting patiently to cast your game. And you are doing something like going to the gym or making yourself a mayonnaise sandwich. Can you please get back in the game and allow me to play? Let's get this going, please. I'm getting very antsy. Very jittery right now. What is the deal with this game right now? Warming up the pipes for the cast. Unique New York. New York is unique. Big back bugs, bleed blue blood. Bitty body, bitty body boo. Unfortunately, this game is not available in the client as it's not a ticketed game. Someone fudged up somewhere, and there's no other game rolling right now. So unfortunately, well, there is another game rolling, but you know, they blew it. But it's still an NEL game. They are playing still for rankings, so the game does matter. They do need to play seriously. They have to get the points and get themselves up in the ranking to get the money. But someone did blow it. So the laning phase begins. We'll see if they play a little more aggressive and try to hang out in the dire jungle looking for something. I'm most eager to see what we're going to see by Chance here. Taking a chance, picking up the Treant Protector, right? I mean, I don't know how he's going to offer too much. I mean, later in the game, he will go back in his usual self. But typically, in 6.78 at least from my own personal opinion, is Treant was at his best earlier in the game when he had the living armor, just freely being able to spam it constantly with such a low cooldown. I mean, given the level 6 is amazing. But we'll see. It's just going to be really interesting how this pans out. Foam, to answer your question, in any normal circumstance, yes, it is true. In this game in particular, it's not active because they didn't host the game as a ticket. But most of the games are hosted via ticket, and since I hold a ticket as well, and I'm in the game as a caster, as you watch through your twitch.tv, you will be legible for drops. So yes, in any normal game it will. Unfortunately in this game, someone fudged up and did not host under ticket, so it's not working this game, and you can tell because in the drafting phase, in the top left, you'll see the NA Go to Elite like logo thing. Early advancements here, Pandago, honorable whiffs on the Sacred Arrow is body blocked by the illusion. They couldn't get the easy first blood there, unfortunately, and Chance going mid. You know, it is funny, now that I think about it, I did see Treant picked not too long ago in the latest patch, but he went for that mid lane because of the high damage he has. You can definitely get a lot of CS real quick. Speaking of CS, let's bring up the last hit deny window. Last hit denies brought to you by Walmart. Live better. Caps eating a lot of damage, though. That seed planting in the ass, taking him down right away. And Chance, of all the heroes in the game, picks up the first blood. So that's going to make things a lot better. Mirana frustrated by that. Right back in the mix. So no living armor for him. He's going to go for the slow damage, or maybe opted to hold it for the perfect opportunity to cast Leech Seed. And they did pay off. Meanwhile, Luna not threatened too much just yet by the clockwork. And mid lane, it is going to be Death Prophet versus Timbersaw. So bigger advantage for the Death Prophet if she does opt to go for the silence, but down the road the silence is going to hinder the Timbersaw really well. So I was pretty surprised to see the Timbersaw pick up even after the silence was taken. Tree with that very high 90 damage. Here we go, Pandego laying out the Frost. Enchantress making a move in. He does body block the arrow. Oh, the stun! Nicely timed right after. Lays out the Leech Seed, but it won't be nearly enough and will fall. Great job, great movement by the Enchantress. Great timing of the stun to take down the Treant. 1-1 now. As the Radiant get on the board. Tie game.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Little back and forth action here. There goes the battery assault. Gable lifts him up, throws him back. Rubik, the natural light counter for Clockwork, but he's eating a lot of damage here. He's making a run. Luna doesn't feel opted to help out just yet. He's not in too much trouble. Luna gonna try to push for that level 6 as quickly as possible. Oh, top lane here. He's making moves back. Sorry, I thought something was happening. Got a little excited. Stun laid out, but you have to feel that Moo does have the natural advantage in the mid lane. It's 14-0 to Timbersaw's 9-1. The leader of CS though right now on the Luna in the top lane. Pandego playing it safe right now. Flirting the idea back and forth with the Venomancer and those wards, laying out the extra vision, a little more harassment. It's going to be a problem. We're going to see a rotation here in the bottom lane. Doesn't mean moving up, but those wards, those pesky wards, just scouting things out. Heals going out for the Timbersaw, allowing him to hold up shop here in the mid lane. I'm sure he's thankful for that. But pretty easy going so far. Enchantress, though, ready to change that. Makes the move in. A nice smoke. Lots of damage, and Venomancer will fall really quickly. So good work right there. Tree forced to TP right back to the tower to not get caught off there. Enchantress taking good advantage of the early ganking potential of the hero. Doing a great job. Rubik protecting the haste rune, allowing Timbersaw to get the pickup. Are they going to make an advancement on Moo? Moo a little too far in. He's going to get caught by telekinesis. This isn't looking good. There goes the living armor. Lifts up the telekinesis. Drops down. Big damage. 2 more hits will do it. Rubik will get the pick off. And Death Prophet does fall. 2 for 2. Even up once more. Luna gets the Morbid Mask. Very nice. No surprise. Going to see her build into that helm with a Dominator setup. Probably the reliable Yasha after. Not level 6 quite yet, but lays out a decent amount of damage on the Clockwork. Clockwork is 11-5. The Luna's 25-4. She leads the whole squad. Moo in second, right back in the lane. Someone pointed out that the Radiant team is 4 women and a clock. 1 clock. Oh, excuse me. Oh my. And 4 women. Yeah. Nice team. Here we go. A little bit of action here. WWD takes too much damage and does fall. Getting a little too eager. Plus the assistance of the Rubik. They get the quick pick off, and Luna very happy to get the kill.
Is under attack.
I'm sorry about my potty tongue. I was a former sailor. Bottom lane, Pandego lays out the frostbite, taking a lot of damage. Gunned up, gonna have to run to the north. Eats the starfall and will fall. Slight advancements on chance will feed over the Minotaur, but another great pickoff. This bottom lane getting Radiant right back in the mix. They've scored all 3 kills for their team. It's even though, 3 for 3. Now, Timbersaw, level 7. Moo just turns level 7. Now the game gets interesting. Making moves towards the top. They spot out the regen. He will bottle it up. No problem. But, quick whiff of the Timber Chain. Exactly. Robot is fully functional and operational and ready to roll the mid game. So I'm sure we'll see that happen soon, but finally it looks like maybe the Radiant are going to make moves in the mid lane. They popped the smoke. They're looking to make something happen. The rotation, this would help. Prophet did feed a kill earlier, so they're going to try their best, maybe trying to get something set up, or they're going to rotate all the way to the top. Meanwhile, Tree living over to help his team. Venomancer making a rotation of his own, and Luna with the Dominator goes in the jungle. Moonlight Shadow dropped. This is going to be a full rotation on the Timbersaw, but he's going to be able to Timber Chain out. Won't matter. Boom. There he goes. The silence wasn't there to get him. And now Gale by the Venomancer who shows up. And he's going to try to make a turn, eating a little bit of damage, and unsuccessful gate. They need to be a little more patient, waiting for Prophet to be nearby. But does Prophet even have the silence? No, it doesn't even have silence. They can't make something happen without that, though. So, unfortunately, they don't have quite enough tools to take down the machine of Supreme. Oh my god, how do I do it? You like that? Supreme Machine, laying waste in the mid lane, avoids the gank. Picks up the mana boots. I like that. Gable in the meantime, very low on mana, just opting to peck her away, but Clockwork knows he can take this one. Lays out the battery salt, the frost more than enough to take him out. And they get the quick pick off of Rubik. They lead the way 4-3 for the Radiant. Teamless. Look at that, delicious already. A couple sets of stacks. Tree doing a great job being the support. And a very happy Luna is going to start to farm this up and advance herself into a potential late game build much sooner than later, which is always a great thing. Moves by the Timbersaw. He wants Dusa. Dusa making it around the corner. Eats the tree and gets away, but the Chakram, will he get it? She's healing up. The Wisps doing work. Laying out the damage. The mana's not there. They're trying to ping it out. Rotation by the Clockwork. He has the hook shot. Ready to go. Lands it. Here comes WWD laying out the wall. Hopefully the battery assault. There's the Nova. Doesn't need the wall. Doesn't have the mana regardless, rather. And Timbersaw finally taken down. The Supreme Machine does fall. Mana boots should be called Kotl boots, as far as I'm concerned. Luna, continuous farm over here. Hasn't really needed to get any sort of early pick off with the Eclipse. Meanwhile, Tree, not really needing to be a factor for his team just yet. He is level 7, has the level 6 ready. But just playing really easy, really looking out for his team, as you do as a Tree. But, you know, we don't see him anymore. Just people don't consider him as much of a threat as he used to be, or, you know, as much of a huge support as he used to be, especially in the earlier game, because
middle tower is under attack.
Most of the time, you take control of an early game right away, it's pretty much going to be your game for the rest of it to follow. So a lot of people like Tree. They liked him being able to allow his, you know, mid laner to take big advantage early and let his team get a little more overzealous. But speaking of which, Gable hanging around a little too long in the rotation. They're able to pick him off right away, and Venomancer's going to be forced to retreat back. The Moonlight Shadow is laid. They're making moves in the mid lane. Nope. The silence is there now. It's only level 1. But now Moo, is he going to be in a bit of trouble? Supreme. Nope, he's going to have to back up. Here comes Crystal Maiden. Bottom. Radiant side. They're taking out the tier 1. But Luna being very patient, farming away. She's ricing. She's ricing as hard as she can. 79-4. She's definitely leading the way as far as CS is concerned. And on the courier, it looks like she's already got the reliable Yasha ready to go. Here we go. We're going to scout out. Nope, they don't find Wait, they think the rune was there? No, the rune is not available. Back to the mid they go. But here's Rubik. If he catches that telekinesis, it could be big trouble. He gets it. We'll see if they finally go for it. The Timber Chain's out, but that misses as well, and they're going to be forced to step back. But Crystal Maiden making the move in. There goes the Nova. They miss with the Swarm, though, so a little bit of sloppiness from both sides. The Timber Chain, well, didn't really have a good angle, unfortunately. Look at those glaives, my goodness! The glaives of this Luna. Oh, wow, the hook shot in. They catch her off the tower, doing additional damage. Great timing by the Clockwork to wait for it. Picks it up. Oh, meanwhile, Crystal Maiden was cut off behind. It didn't quite catch that. Clockwork now in trouble of his own. Here comes Marana. Oh, wow. Poor Rubik. Just a little too eager. Good rotation by the Radiant to get right in there. Taking a look at the XP, you can see it's very even. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, it is pretty relatively. XP only about 600 for the Radiant. And gold, pretty much nil. 8-4 is the score for the Radiant team. And looks like it's going to go ahead and pick up a ring. Not going to hold on for the point booster. Going for the early ring on Timber. Obviously going to build that forward into the Bloodstone. No surprise there. Luna's back. I don't even know if she's using Eclipse yet this game. Doesn't even opt to level it too. Instead, it's just going to go full glaive. Going full farm build. 2-4-4-1 right now. Supreme got the DDs and they're forced to bottle up a lot of damage here. Exorcism is laid out. Are they looking to get this tower? Don't quite have enough people around to do it though. And the Dire with 3 are going to fend it off. Tree's kind of been in his own game as well, just hanging nearby, laying out the living armors. You know, once he becomes part of the game and lays out the ultimates, that could be huge, especially for the likes of a Timber Saw. Very easygoing, very free. Pandago, he's got his Tranquils. And Dusa. Not too much yet. Gonna go for that Midas, it would appear. 1,700 in the bank. Not a bad choice. She only scales really well throughout the game. WWE making moves in the hook shot, unable to finish on the Venomancer. Now he's in big trouble, eating lots of damage. Rubik takes her down with this Crypt Swarm, but they do turn and take the Timber Saw. There's the first Eclipse of the game. Unable to contend too much. 1-for-1 trade. Both machines fall. Timber Saw and Clockwork. Well, Chance just kind of taking it easy up here in the top lane. Oh, I'm just hanging around, you know, supplying a living armor here, a living armor there, you know, just doing my own thing. 105-5 CS for Luna. Pulling out just the copious amounts of farm. Midas was completed on the Enchantress. Gold going right back towards the Dire, just ever so little bit. Clockwork actually going to go for the Mechanism pickup. You know, Crystal Maiden not quite pulling in enough farm to get it early, and Enchantress with the Midas. So they're going to go Clockwork with the Mechanism. Rune Ward placed out by the Rubik. Got a little more vision as far as vision's concerned. It's relatively even. Each side just getting a little vision on the rune. There goes the Exorcism. The Radiant want this tier 1. The tree was doing its best to heal it up, making it a little bit harder. The creeps are there though, so the Enchantress creeps plus the Exorcism. This team is going to mow down these towers. But the Venomancer Ward's trying to hold them back. One more auto attack should do it. Will the deny be there? It will not. Tree, in the meantime, takes out the top tower, lays out his ultimate. Will he have enough to offer to take out WWD? He will not. Clockwork, is he going to try to counter initiate? He won't. It's going to be a 1-on-3. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, the silence is laid as they continue to hang around the mid. Trade towers, 1-for-1, 9-5 to score. And ooh, they did get the easy pick off. Oh, Gandapi. A Venomancer just hanging around a little too close. Got picked off by the Clockwork, but they're making a move back. There goes the telekinesis. He cogs them back. Making moves in, the battery assault. He wants Rubik. Nope, he's going to go ahead and opt out of that. Returns, gets the Mechanism now. Will he use it? Doesn't have the mana. Hook shot. One more second. He's going to go for the Rubik. Yes, he will. One more hit will do it. The Leech Seed is off. It's doing lots of damage. Oh, the Timber Chain misses. Lays out the Chakram. That whiffs as well. No, already pretty low on mana.
Tower is under
Make advancements in the Moonlight Shadow for some security.
under attack.
Just a bit of back and forth harassment, but nothing really solid yet for either team. But all the meanwhile, Luna making a push in the mid lane. Already has about 3.5k in the bank,
Radiant's
so
middle tower is under
Demon
attack.
taking upon the role of that late game carry, just really in his own. He has no team, both inside and outside this game. He's just playing on his own, getting all that farm. Gonna come out of the woodworks and ready to go. Radiant are aware he's farming really nicely. They're gonna have to try to push as hard as they can. The Enchantress, the Death Prophet. They're gonna have to utilize. Yeah, Demon. I don't know if that would cross his mind if he wants to step up his game more to get picked up by someone, or just bad luck, unfortunately, lately as far as teams. But he's a great player. He's really good. He's going ahead. He's got to take on Roche one-on-one. No threat nearby. Radiant, they're going to go ahead and go for this top tier 1. Should be an easy take. Venomancer trying to lay out some wards. Won't be able to do it alone. He has to be careful.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Clockwork, the only one hanging around the bottom. Not choosing to rocket out Roche. Doesn't know anything's happening
Dire's
there
top
just
tower
yet.
has fallen.
They take the tier 1 with ease. Are they going to continue to push through this top lane? Supreme Machine making a move towards the top. All the meanwhile, the Roche falling really easily. Oh, nice. Grabs the Eagle Song. Not going for much more survivability. Doesn't feel necessary to get the BKB or anything. Is going to go straight damage. He feels like he's on a lot of momentum. So he doesn't need to go for any sort of survivability just yet. Might be able to mow down some early kills and get some easy pickoffs, especially on the likes of Crystal Maiden. 701 life. And I didn't get a chance to see Enchantress. But I'm sure she's pretty squishy still herself. And the farm is tremendous right now with this one. Let's see here. Wow, 10k gold lead. Mirana is right behind. AK is slowly farming away herself, opting to go for the Sage and Yasha throw. Panda Midas picked up obviously as well. Trying to contest the late game of Luna, but typically on paper I would have to give the advantage towards the Luna late game. Rockets out. They're going to go for this tier 1, the bottom lane. More money, more problems for Luna. Not a problem there. But here we go. Rotation by the Radiant. There goes the rocket. They lay out the Moonlight Shadow. The cogs are dropped. Trying to make something happen. The telekinesis to throwback. But he is invis. They're unable to make something happen. Tree is nearby in case things get hairy. There goes the hook shot. They drop the Obs board. Ultimate laid out and quickly Demon cleans up the 2 and gets the double kill. Great counter initiate. They quickly turn the tide and now very confident. They head right back in. They want the tier 1, but here is Death Prophet. She's got the ultimate. Lays out the silence. Not going to pop it just yet. Low man on Dusa. There goes the pop. They wait for the creeps. And there we go. Telekinesis throws him in the air. Moo taking a lot of damage, but so is Demon. Demon has the Aegis, though. He will be back. They're going to be forced to back up. They got to slow and keep them down. They are. The leech seed slowing them down. Demon going in for the cleanup. Rubik picks up the 1. Here comes the Crystal Maiden. Shows up to the party. Now they play a little bit of footsie. Demon's going to opt to stay back right now. Oh, going for the tier 1. They're getting a little overzealous. Radiant trying to make the comeback here, but there's the hook on the Venomancer, trying to make a run for it. The telekinesis helps him out. There's the ultimate. Trying to wither away, especially the likes of Crystal Maiden. Timbersaw is going to get the finish off. The nicely placed nuke. Here we go. Rubik back with the hook shot. Makes a move in, taking a lot of damage. The quick finish off on Enchantress. Now they're making a move in. 2-1. Mirana back once more. Oh, wow. Quick attack. Silence is laid. Demon eats the arrow, but he's sitting patiently. They quickly do work, and Demon picks up another kill. Killing spree. All right. Trying to hold this lane. The Dire, though, getting a lot of kills in. The score's even. 12 and 12. The gold starting to dip for the Dire. 2,000 gold lead. Already Pandago. Feels like this one might be over. Demon just doing a lot of damage, going to town on the tower. He has the butterfly. He is a little squishy though. Oh, the hook shot does whiff. Nice sidestep by Demon. Making a turn back. There's the Nova. Crystal Main doesn't want to get caught. They're doing the in and out. The in and out. There we go. Exorcism's lane. Now they have some more confidence. Are they going to make a move? The Dire opted not to retreat. They're hanging around. Demon, he knows he has Eclipse. It's coming back in 3 seconds. He's going to optimize it. Get ready for him to turn the corner right here, and he's going to drop it. The nuke. Oh, no. He gets hit with the thing. Bounces him back. He still has enough mana, though. The Frostbite, the Silence Tree take a lot of damage. The Exorcism doing work. It's going to take him down. Moo with the double kill. Moonlight Shadows drop. Demon coming in from the backside. Lays out the Eclipse. And Supreme picks up the Enchantress. Moo eats a lot. But he's making a run. He wants the Clockwork. He's going to miss. Now trying to get away from Demon. Venomancer's there too. And Demon picks up another kill. Dominating now. Wow. 2.5k in the bank. They're just going to hold on to this bottom lane. Crystal Maiden very low. Forced to run back along with the Mirana. Wow.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Alright. What could potentially be... Oh my gosh. This the quick assassination of Crystal Maiden Supreme Machine. Makes it look easy. Morally broken Enchantress. Calls out the GG. Oh, the hook shot. They're going to go Breath of Fresh Air. Oh, poor Sacred Arrow whiffs. Very low Gumdapi does end up falling. 1-for-1 trade as of recently. Timbersaw immediately burst down Dusa, but he's running into a lot of damage himself. The silence is laid. They're doing damage. It's a lot. Is the passive enough? The Timber Chain out. He's making a run for it. Another whiffed Sacred Arrow. And the Timber Chain. Unfortunately, bad luck with Sacred Arrows. The silence laid, but able to blink away. 15 to 15. Doesn't feel like this game's very even. The supports are falling by the Dire, but Demon's the one getting all the kills, so it's working in their favor. A lot more caps. Big arrow from the Rubik. Takes him down. One more hit will do what he does. Fall.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, look at all those Midases. Radiant team prepping for a late game that they're not going to win, especially with Demon picking up all these kills and gold, getting the stacks done. It's just a relentless amount of farm that's happening. The net worth is 16,000. The next closest is Timbersaw on his own team with about 10,000. Picks up the Assault Curios, deciding to think outside the box a little bit for survivability, and wow, the glaives. Glaives are gonna hurt, and they're gonna hurt a lot. My goodness. Just want to opt to hang around the jungle. No real strategy there. No rotating to different lanes. No, but they are gonna gather the troops. Push in by Timbersaw. Trying to do quick work of Dusa. Unable to do so. Timbertime back will not land. The Yules. Pop by the Death Prophet. There goes the Eclipse doing work, but not quite enough. Demon unable to get what he needs done. He's going to opt to back up instead and do quick work of this tier 2, the Living Armor. Adding a little bit of help. They're adamant. They want to stop it. Clockwork eats a lot of damage. Demon finishes him off. No problem. Crystal Maiden, the squishy ice cube, falls right there. Fending them back. Not even going for the tier 2. Quickly finish off the Enchantress as well. That's pretty much got to be it. 15 to 20. That's got to be GG. No surprise there. Demon just building up so much farm so quick. Just there is no way they're going to be able to come back from this one. And that is game. So I'm going to go ahead and take a 1-game break. I'm going to drink a smoothie and refresh up. I'm feeling a little... My throat's getting like all achy. I'm talking so much. Gobster. I'm sounding like Harvey Feinstein over here. So I'm going to get a smoothie and refresh my throat, coat it down with some delicious nutrients, and I'll be back in the next one. If you like what you heard, you can tune right back here at twitch.tv/KotlGuy. And, of course, you can always follow me on Twitter at KotlGuy.
New game hosted.
So, yeah. Welcome back. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and have my head out for a little bit. Get myself a little bit of something to eat. My mouse is gone. Look at that. Where'd my mouse go? There it is. Alright, great. So I'll go ahead and be back.